sorry, by the way, I'm eating a gummy. If you hear chewing, hopefully you don't. Hi everybody! Hoi hoi hoi! Hi everyone! How are you? Hope you're doing good. Oh, welcome! Welcome to another dog stream. With your host, the dog, Koragi dog. Doing good! Glad to hear. I'm sorry, I'm so hungry. My food wasn't gonna be finished for a bit. I did my best to eat as fast as I could. But man, it was so good. I really wanted to eat more. But I'll probably eat later. I'll just eat later. Such a Rishi rice cooker is a game changer. Yeah, for real. I actually had a similar brand. Oh! What the? Did you guys hear like a bonking sound? No? Or maybe I'm hallucinating. It sounds like a cartoon bonk. I have no idea. Maybe I have like a video on autoplay or something. Imagine. No, okay. I'll tell you something that happened. So, I used to have a redeem that was like, it would make it play the butter dog meme. It would be like butter dog, dog with the butter. Or it would be like butter dog, right? And like coincidentally, I was listening to music, and for whatever reason, the video that was on the autoplay was like 1 hour of silence with butter dog periodically in between. And I thought I was going crazy because I obviously wasn't streaming, so I had no idea where this sound was coming from, and I couldn't find it. I didn't know that I had the tab open. I thought I was going crazy. I legitimately thought I was like hallucinating butter dog, and I was like, I guess I just have to learn to live with this. And then I realized, oh wait, it's a tab. I got a tab on. Anatula, welcome in. Hi. Hello. Hello to you. Not only that, but he also took out the redeem a long time ago. I'm not sure if I still had the redeem during that time or not, but I 100% wasn't streaming, and I was like getting paranoid because I was like, do I have OBS open? Like, am I accidentally streaming? I don't know what's going on. Why do I hear the butter dog? It freaked me out so badly. Yeah. I understand the Kemonodachi life. Do you have hallucinations like that? Like auditory hallucinations and things like that? I can wake up, you're asleep and streaming right now. Yeah, I am. I stream while I sleep. Doesn't that make me like the best streamer in the whole world? Cause like I don't even need to be like conscious to be making stuff, you know? I just like snoo, and then like the most profound like VTuber content is coming out of my mouth, and I don't even have to think about it. Such high efficiency. At some point we're just gonna have like tubes coming out of our brain, and it's just like the moment we think of something, and bam, it just types into the chat. Like, you don't even need to like stretch your fingers anymore. You just think it, and bam, it just goes right in the chat. I mean, that's not too different from like some people, like in like some chatters, you know. Sometimes they just like write the first thing they think about. They don't double check. They're just like blah, 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 bam, send. That's how we get shitless Keshi. No filter, full send, exactly. Context? Who needs context? Hey, I just got here. What are we talking about? Send. No, thank you for looking at your house in my house today. You said, where's the butter, dog? Then you start making like butter, like shaped like dogs. I don't know. I don't know if it's in other countries, but in the great country of America, we have these butters that's like shaped like various different festive things. I think mostly I see turkeys for like Thanksgiving, I think. And it's like a really intricate turkey carved out of butter. And it would be incredible if somebody could make one that's shaped like a dog. And then we can really have the real butter dog. Yeah, turkey? Have you seen them? You never saw them before? They're in like the grocery stores. The little butter turkeys, right? Little butter turkey sculptures. It's pretty cute. I never got them cause I mean I don't know what I'd do with a butter that's sculpted to look like a turkey, but I mean you gotta respect the intricacies on the craft, especially considering it's gonna melt in like 5 seconds. the moment it's placed on anything. It's very cute. 3D printed butter? Can you like load up your 3D printer with like butter filament? Can you? Looks interesting, doesn't it? It's pretty cool, I think. I mean, if I had one of these, I probably would not use it. It'd just live in my fridge. Put it on your toast. That is a lot of butter to put on a toast. Like, I'm the butter dog, and even I think that's too much butter. That's just maybe one loaf of bread, right? Not like one slice. You can get butter molds, just squish it into the shape. Oh, wait, I'm not. Wait, you're right. They do have like these egg molds that I would see. For a bento, like hard-boiled egg mold. Okay, I gotta figure out what that sound is. I'll be right back. It's probably some of. It's not a hiccup. I heard the bonk sound. I swear to God, I'm not hallucinating it. It's gotta be like one of my tabs or something, or like one of my programs or something. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry, I have a piece of gummy on my teeth. sorry. No. I'm on me. I have a piece of the gummy stuck on my tooth. Welcome back, Koragi, my liege. I am back. I'm mentioning if I get a phone call, it's my mom, but honestly, I don't know if she's gonna call me. Maybe she forgot or something. I'd be surprised if she is gonna call me. Sad. It's fine though. It's like something. It's something kind of. It would be bad if like I accidentally like it would be bad if I accidentally had it unmuted because there's like personal information about my mom. Forgot her daughter. No, it would be bad. Anyways, if she does, I'll just call her back later or something. You get to hear your ringtone. It's not anything really good. It used to be Oh god, it used to be. Okay. It used to be like a section of a BTS song, but it didn't have any vocals. It was just like the instrumental part. But I think I changed it. I think I changed it. It's probably. I think it's just a default one now. Koragi's ringtone goes off sono chie no sadame. I'm gonna make it the song that plays when Caesar dies. I thought you were a bass queen enjoyer, but you're a Queen's BTS. I am a queen and it's not queens, it's queen. I am a bass queen enjoyer. I'm not a BTS stan anymore. Shisha. Shisha. Listen. It was a tragic moment, okay? They did that scene so well. I wouldn't have it any other way. He died, and like the song was perfect, and like all the scenes were awesome. It was really good. Just have the ringtone be Joseph screaming Shiza. You know how embarrassing that would be if that was like in public? Like the BTS ringtone, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know it was like a K-pop song. You wouldn't know. It was just like the opening. It was like the opening few notes. It sounds like a phone, like a ringtone. You teared up, not gonna lie. I did too! I couldn't believe what happened. Seriously. And I'm really glad I didn't get spoiled about it either. Like, I'm glad I got to experience that. Lucky it don't go out in public. Well, I always have my phone on, like, do not disturb. So I pretty much never hear it ring anymore. That's why I have no idea if it's still that. Oh! Hello! Rezul! Thank you so much for the raid. Hi everybody! How was your stream? Thank you so much for coming, bringing everybody along to chill out. Hi raiders! Sniff, 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 sniff. We're not really doing much. Oh, maybe we'll talk about JoJo? I don't really have that much to talk about, but I always end up talking like an hour or so, just like about nothing pretty much with everybody. I'm so good at talking about nothing. Certified yapper. Tell us about life. What do you want to know about life? We love the yapping, we do. That was glad to hear. It's good to hear. Oh man, now I'm repeating myself twice. I'm like DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled. Bring in the lobster. Bring in the lobster. Bring out the lobster. But yeah, JoJo Part 3. JoJo Part 3. We started watching JoJo Part 3 in the Discord Monday. Yeah? Monday. It's so good. I think we're still at the beginning segments of it though. But it's pretty good. I think I like stands. Like before I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about stands. Like maybe it's not gonna be as cool as them actually fighting. But the stands are kinda cool, you know? It kinda looks like they're really fighting. But it looks like there's fighting, but then there's also like some guy like posing really cool. And somehow that makes it like better. Like two dudes duking it out, like alright, that's cool. Two dudes duking it out and there's like two guys and you're just standing menacingly at each other while like that's going on. Like whatever reason, that just makes it even better. dancing and fighting at the same time. It's pretty awesome. I'm feeling the same way. It's hard for me to come around to stands instead of punching in Hamon. I think there is a bit more like stuff you can do with stands now. Like Hamon is cool, but like, well, no, that's not quite fair. Like we kind of know how Hamon works-ish by like Joseph and Jonathan. But then we saw Caesar with like the bubbles, and we're like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. And I think stands is just like one level above that, where it's like now there can be any kind of superpower. It could be fire and like whatever other like whatever. The world is basically his imagination's the limit. Yeah, yeah. So it's like, so this is nice, you know. Like I like seeing the stands designs because they look kind of awesome. And then it's like, oh, what kind of power do they have? And like even the power they show, like that's not even all of it, because they can do more than that too. It's like secret techniques that they don't, you know, show off or whatever. Did you ever watch Fairen? I did. I finished the season. It's really good. I also feel that way with Fairen, cause like you hear like all about how she's the mage of the heroes party, and you're like, oh, she's gotta be pretty strong, but you don't exactly see how strong like she is until like you get later and later, you know. It's cool. It's cool when Jojo was like training his body up to a crazy degree though. Yeah, well, I think at the same time, I think there's like a bit of like a strategy that goes along with having a stand as well. It's like basically having a second character. Like you can have like the one person, and then like the stand can be doing something in the background. You can like tactician it, right? I don't know. you could have one person doing that, and then like the stand's like going off doing something else, or like while the stand's fighting, you gotta do something. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean it's hard to get used to, cause you know Hamon is so different from stands, but I assume the fights are gonna be even like more entertaining than the ones we've seen. Like that's just baby stuff. And it already was pretty cool. Stand battles get really strategic. See, I love that kind of stuff in anime. Like, no, it's a huge meme to like Death Note is like, oh, recommend Death Note, but I actually think Death Note is a pretty like a really good anime to like show to people who aren't really into anime, cause like I don't know, the brain games that goes into it is like so smart, you know. I liked Death Note. Me too. I thought it was nice. I thought it was rather nice. There's like a really cool part in Death Note that like you don't see in the manga. So I read Death Note. I didn't watch it. But I saw a segment at the end of Death Note where like Light is like running past his previous self. Kind of like, I don't know, like a symbolism kind of thing. And it was really cool. Like there he is like on the verge of like dying, running away, and he's like abandoned all the ideals that he initially had when he first began doing spoilers. Bro, it came out so long ago. Who cares? I don't care. Spoilers for spoilers for Harry Potter. Dumbledore dies. I don't care. Deal with it. It doesn't make it like any worse to like watch it or read it. I think it's still like worth it, even if like you ended up getting spoiled. What? is Harry Potter's father. Voldemort is Harry Potter's mother. Harry Potter spoiler, she's not actually Harry. I would say he's kind of hairy. He's got hair on his head. Does that not make him a hairy? Exotic spoilers. Guys, crazy spoiler for One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish by Dr. Seuss. The red fish goes above the blue fish. What? Mine is blonde. Crazy spoilers for Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. Horton Hears a Who. I feel like spoilers usually aren't big a deal as people make them out to be. You can just enjoy it just fine anyway. I think that way, except for anything that's like a mystery, because I would argue that's like the main appeal of like of whatever that is. Something like I don't know, like Higurashi or something. I would hate if Higurashi was spoiled to me. But luckily, I think everybody who's like ever interacted with or like read it, like knows. Basically, don't do that, cause it just like the experience. You have to experience it, you know. I heard the spoiler for Persona 4. It made me not want to finish it. Yeah, there's some spoilers that can do that. I guess, you know, over time, you're just like, oh, okay, well, I kind of forgot about it, or like it doesn't hold as much significance anymore. But also, I'm just a jerk. I'm just a jerk who spoils Death Note, and I don't care. I've only seen clips of Higurashi. I don't know if I've watched the full anime though. It's kind of scary, but I don't watch it. I read it, and I think it's really good. There's some parts that are pretty scary, but like the atmosphere and like suspense that gets built up in Higurashi is incredible. Like, it's so good. You're just a puppy, you're still learning, it's okay. No way! No, I should know better. I do this. I spoil, and I think I spoiled like 3 things like in the span of like 30 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes in like the Discord, where like somebody was saying something and then I was like, oh, that's just like this. Does the Higurashi die? Higurashi are like a kind of bug or something, right? I mean, I guess they do die. They don't really have a long lifespan. Bugs. How do you feel about common knowledge, like what happens in Final Fantasy VII or the bait and switch in Metal Gear Solid 2? I have no idea what happens in Final Fantasy VII or the bait and switch in Metal Gear Solid 2. So, I don't know. I mean, if it got spoiled to me, I don't know what I'd feel. I mean, I guess I'd be a little disappointed because maybe one day I might play one of those, but they weren't really like on my to-do. I think it's kind of... I think the main thing is like knowing somebody's like watching or reading or doing something, and then you're just like, oh, okay, let me spoil it for you, and you know that you're doing that. You can't really be like... If someone does it by accident, right? if someone like assumes that like you've seen something that was like really popular and it was like a long time ago and you just maybe you didn't. Like I don't think they should be that much faulted, you know? Okay, it's common knowledge. Do you think it can still be spoiled or should people still try to guard the spoilers? Well, my opinion is that it depends on the situation, I suppose. I think the remake of Final Fantasy VII is going away from the spoiler anyways. It depends how relevant it is to the person, I guess. Like, it's more mean if you're like... If someone's like, hey, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy VII. And then you're like, hey, Cloud dies. And then they're like, what the hell? That's like really bad, right? What if the correct punishment is someone spoils something for you on purpose? I think crying is effective. Cry and then make them feel awkward. As long as there's enough warning that gives somebody enough time to mute. Yeah, I mean, you could be like, hey, I'd rather you not do that because I didn't see it. Or you could tab out or something. I mean, I suppose there is some kind of delay. In normal situations, in normal conversation, somebody would start talking about something. They'd be, hey, you know, Death Note, yada yada. And if you're like, oh man, I don't want to hear this, you could say, hey, you know, I haven't seen Death Note yet. Can you not spoil it? Then you'd be like a real jerk to like still continue spoiling it after somebody asked you to stop, you know?
Koragi tilde.
Oh, hello, Ultimate Draco. Thanks so much for the cheers. Welcome. Hi, hi. Anyways, I always accidentally spoil stuff. And it's mainly because no one stops me. But if somebody was like, hey, I haven't seen it yet, please stop talking about it, I would back off immediately. I guess I just, you know, I don't really know when to, like, not, right? There's like a kind of a baseline in my head where I'm like, yeah, this is like, this would really ruin the experience if it was spoiled, so I will never mention it. But then there's stuff that's like, it's kind of common knowledge. What I think is common knowledge. And it doesn't really make it that bad, I guess. And then I end up blabbing it. You're so cute, you catch them off guard with your evil spoiler. Yes, that's so... I don't know if I would say I'm cute or anything like that. But... I'm not trying to ruin people's days. I just want to talk about the media that I consume and I like enough to talk about. I don't think that should be like... I don't think that should be frowned upon. In most situations, right? Just like only if people haven't seen it is where it becomes a problem. I do that all the time. Spoiling? Yeah, I'm pretty notorious for not being able to keep my mouth shut about spoilers. Sometimes it just comes out. Ah, Ghost72, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the curry camp. I hope you enjoy your stay. Wampasu! Hoi hoi! Welcome. When local friends ask me about some movie or TV show, I usually start by recalling the end. Well, usually they kind of try to build up the movie to have a good ending, right? And so it leaves a lasting impression on you. I think it's difficult to talk about something you've seen or something like to have a like actual conversation about it. Like there's gotta be at least some spoilers. Like otherwise, like what are you gonna talk about, right? Like if like you saw a movie and then all you can talk about is like what you see in the movie description, it's almost like you never even saw it. That's how I feel anyways, right? Gotta have in-depth analysis of every single character in the movie. Many cases when friends became angry at me, so it's natural that I don't stop it. Well, that's trollish behavior. That's the classic you mad stuff. I don't really try to be like that, but hey, you know, I don't want to feel bad all the time and keep apologizing. So sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I meant to. What about it? Yeah, I did spoil. What are you gonna do about it? Right? Oh no. There was a what? There was a pervy site named after the spoiler? Eh? Well, I mean, I don't know anything like that, so I have no idea. And I don't know anything about Final Fantasy VII, so I got no idea either. It's super common. Younger people might not have played Final Fantasy VII. It's long enough that I'm still surprised. Well, yeah, I mean, I never played any of the Final Fantasy games except I think the third one. And I know the characters of 7 and stuff are like pretty well known, but for me, like that was the only one that I had ever played. Oh, hello, Hades. Hoi hoi. SexySephiroth.com. Uh-oh. We should have a whole day with spoilers only stream. Everyone's spoiling everything to everyone else. That sounds... I don't know. Look, it's like a gamble. It'll be fun to spoil things, but it would suck if like someone came in and they're like, I know exactly what to spoil for Koragi. I also replayed Dragon Quest 1. That one's gotta be super old. I think the only Dragon Quest I've played is Builders. A lot of younger people didn't play Fallout till they watched the show too. Yeah, stuff like that and like The Last of Us and things like that, you know? Some people watched The Last of Us when it was a show and they didn't play it. And, you know, I can respect not spoiling it for the people that watch it. I don't really, like, keep up with these kinds of things, like ongoing shows and stuff, so I don't know, like, what episodes came out. And all that. So, like, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't be able to know what they broadcasted already and what they haven't. I love the Fallout show, so true to the games. Oh, was it now? That's really nice. Usually they don't, I mean, I feel like video game movies have kind of come a long way. They used to be, like, awful, pretty much. And it's nice that, like, the games are like video game movies and show adaptations are trying to follow like along to the game better. When I found out Walter White was Heisenberg, I was blown away. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have not watched Breaking Bad. I thought the Twisted Metal show was pretty decent, but it helped that it was 30-minute episodes, unlike all shows that are 1-hour episodes now. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. I'm very sorry. It's like pretty random what kind of things that I get into. Like, yeah. Like, I'll just find something I like, I guess, and I'll be like super into like that thing. But like that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm like super interested in things related to that thing. It's just that specific thing. What are your favorite games? Sorry, I don't speak English very well. Oh, that's okay. My favorite games, do you mean in general? I suppose I quite like puzzle games. I mean, that's like a genre that is pretty solid across the board for me. In general, what about Colonel? No. Bad joke. How puzzling. I mean, before I probably would say JRPGs, but I think I'm kinda... I don't know how to say. Like, JRPGs are nice, but they require a lot of time sync. But because of the time sync, like, it really makes it an experience, you know? She loves souls like crab treasure. Look, I like crab souls, but I don't know if I like the souls like. I mean, I don't think it's fair to be like, oh, I like the game based off, not based, but like inspired by the thing. But like not try the thing. Someday I will, okay? Did I ever play Neo 12? I have not. I have not played it. Oh, I'm in pain 24/7. Oh, alright, look. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to Curry Camp. I hope you enjoy your stay. One passive. Hello. I have glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I fall down the stairs. Or something. I am so sorry. That's a concerned one, Pasilla. No, I hope that things get better for you. I'm very sorry. 13 handies though. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the Koragi Camp. I hope you enjoy your stay. One, Basil. Welcome. Every morning I break my legs. And every night I break my... yeah, something like that. It's been a while since I've seen the episode. Every afternoon I break my arms. At night I lie awake in agony until my heart attack puts me to sleep. It's cool that you stick to things you like. Don't worry about playing games or watching shows you don't like. I tried to watch Chainsaw Man, but I felt a bit sick, so I stopped. Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's your life, right? It's your life. Bon Jovi, you know, it's my life, now or never. I'm gonna live forever, you know? Think about it. Just spend it doing what you like and what you want. And yeah. I mean, why if you don't gain anything out of it? Why do stuff that you don't like? Yeah, I like that you don't play what's the new hot game. Read stream title, never mind. Hey, what the heck do you mean? This game came out like several years ago. Oh, Koragi is suddenly not allowed to play new releases just because they're new releases, eh? Oh, sorry, Karagi's only gonna play games on emulators. Hey, what's the big idea? I've been waiting a long time for this one, alright? Hipster titles are revoked. I don't want to be a hipster anyways. It's too mainstream. Crab Souls is kinda hot right now to be fair, but it's a good game. Well, I've been waiting for like a Souls-like game that I could get into. It's less of oh, this is the new hotness. Let me get in on this. And more of a like, oh, this game looks good and it happens to be new. I'll play it. Sometimes games are hot because they're good. I mean, that's most of the time, right? What's the deal with, I don't know, finish your joke. What's the deal with airline food? Hot Koragi? What do you mean by that? Nani? But, yeah, I mean, I don't really look at, I suppose I don't really look at what is new and simply play it because it's new or popular. It's just if the game is new and it looks good, it falls into my radar because it just came out and I'm hearing about it. And so I'm like, okay, let's play it. I feel like, you know, it might be a bit harder for me to just search up random good games from the past and just be like, alright, let's play it now. You know? The human brain is like, works on getting reminded. That's why you get those ads targeted at you that have Magic the Gathering cards on them. Hi, DM. Hello, welcome. She's gonna take us back to the bed. Look, I don't know if I play anything that Angry Video Game Nerd plays. He mostly plays not good games, right? And before anyone says anything about how you played Earthbound, and so therefore Earthbound must be bad, you're wrong! He said good things about it. He had some stuff he didn't like, but he said good things about it. He played Pepsi Man. Yeah, he did not like Pepsi Man. I don't know why. Cause it's actually like not that bad. Maybe Angry Video Game Nerd sucks at games. I don't get it. I can play Pepsi Man. I can beat Pepsi Man if I wanted to. I only played as a kid. I love Mother 3 though. I haven't played Mother 3. That's another one on my list. See, it's like this one sounds good. I want to play it someday. But I wouldn't think about it until like I'm reminded of it. And the thing about new games is they're new and everyone's talking about it, so I'm constantly being reminded about it. Aren't you a goated gamer girl though? No. That's not how I would describe myself. Definitely not goated. Definitely not goated. If I recall correctly, James is actually kind of bad at games. A lot of the old footage of him getting through games was actually played by Mike Matei. Yeah, I saw him. I see the videos of Mike Matei like playing through like the games that he talks about, and he's just like chill the whole time. He's like, yeah, these snipers come at you, but you know you can just get out of your car and bam, bam, bam. And I'm like, dang, this is like the happy video game nerd. Want to know what your country is like? I tend to leave Brazil. Eh? What? How are you gonna do the meme? Come to Brazil. If you leave from Brazil. My country? Oh, I mean, I can't complain. No complaints here, it's pretty nice. The sequel? There's dogs everywhere. It's like dog paradise, you know? No complaints from the camp. Exactly. Ah, but sometimes the dogs get a little too noisy. And so I go camping. Old co-writer? James and Mike didn't have a falling out. I thought he still uploads on the Cinema Massacre channel. But don't they have like another group that helps them right now? Hopefully they didn't. I feel they probably are still. Maybe they're still. I don't know anything about it. Sometimes a dog drinks and karaoke makes a huge ruckus. No idea who you're talking about. Couldn't possibly be me, right? Yeah, no way, it's me. No. Brazil is a cool place, but I want to travel the world. Oh, I see. Well, you know, the world is very big. And it's probably a really good idea to... If you have the means and time and you want to do it. It'd be nice to see how other people live their life, I suppose. To me, the interesting part about like going to a different place is the scenery is quite different. Even things like the way the buildings look, right? Like architecture is different depending on where you visit. It's really interesting, cool. Different way of life and all that. I live in the US, it's a huge place, lots of different states with their own cultures and class. I think when I went to, I don't even remember what country it was, but it was pretty customary to have like a break in between for restaurants. Like they'd have lunch and then they'd have like a big chunk of break for like resting, like, and then they open for dinner. And like that was new to me because I was like, what? What? They're closed? Oh, okay. It wasn't Italy or Spain. Yeah. Some countries have lower door frames and I hit my head a lot. Yeah. I've never had that problem. Different plants and birds and stuff too. Yeah. It's really nice. You can see stuff that you wouldn't normally see. I mean, like when I went to California to see Disneyland, I was in shock at like the palm trees. I was like, what? Palm trees? What is this? They're so big and they look so cool and stuff like that. It's probably Europe. These lazy people love breaks. Not like us. Not us, like us. Hardworking Americans. Yeah, these darn Europeans with their fitted clothing and their haircuts, their hair gels. They don't know true hard work or the American dream or something. Yeah, their haircuts and they got I don't know. I have no idea. Traveling to new places and seeing new cultures can give you some interesting new perspectives. Exactly. Exactly that. Like, if it wasn't so crazy expensive, it sure would be nice to be able to, like, go to another place. Even just, like, walking around and, like, taking in the atmosphere is really nice. You know? I've been to so many countries, I can't remember which one did this. The VTuber, the people. Hey, no! It was from a tour. It was my grandma. She's kind of old-fashioned. We did like a agency, like a touring thing. Like they went to like a tour guide. I don't know. I don't know how it worked, okay? My grandma was just like, "You want to come with us?" And I was like, "Okay." And I just went along. We went to like a few countries. Just like one country for like a day or two or something. It was really... I don't know. I don't know if it was such a great experience. I spent a lot of time on a bus. I didn't mind it so much because I just played video games. Mainly I just played like Miku Project Mirai. um yeah. Mainly I was just like on a bus like pretty much the whole time. It was super exhausting. But we did get like a couple of hours in each country. And it was nice for that. Why go somewhere when you can explore the metaverse? That's basically like the real thing. Well, actually the first time I tried using a VR headset, I was in one of those like rooms the default rooms that they give you, and like I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm pretty susceptible to this stuff because the moment I loaded in, I felt like there was so much room around me, you know? I like completely ignored my original environment, and I felt like I think I was in like a desert or something. I was like, wow, this is incredible. I felt like air, like fresh air coming in my nose, but I know it's not real. But still, like my brain was like, you're here, you're in the desert. You're in desert. VR stream soon, you're praying for it. I have never thought about doing it before, but perhaps it would be kind of cool. I will never do a VR horror stream though. Oh my god. I think there would be like some questionable results that would occur from a VR horror game experience. Like I don't know what I would do. You straight up die. You might see me just like fall on the floor from getting scared. The VR headset would be thrown into the wall. I wouldn't even remember I'm wearing it. I'd probably just like I have an idea of how it will go down, but I really don't want it to be that way. It'd be really bad. You can stream VR cooking game. Oh yeah. Oh, what was the game name again? I was like, oh, cooking simulator. Yeah, there's a cooking simulator. I've never tried that before. I think the only things I've done in VR chat was I went on. Oh, sorry, I mean VR. The only things I've done in VR were like VR chat and Beat Saber. That's all I had. That's all I have on my VR headset. I heard Night 5's at berries. Five Nights at Freddy's? Spooky in VR. No, I don't want to play Five Nights at Freddy's. That would be great content. Hey, you really think so? I feel like I'm the kind of person to bump into stuff. Maybe super hot wouldn't be bad. I feel like I'd get so scared, and then I'd end the stream after like 10 minutes. That's like the outcome that I really don't want. World exploration is fun in VR chat. Yes, indeed. I remember I went on and I just checked out like the most popular areas, and they were pretty cool. I'm like blown away. If you got a green screen, maybe a 3D model could be in the game. Eh? Green screen? You need a green screen for 3D model? I think there's like transparent capture, possibly. I watched a grown-ass man cry live on Twitch.tv after he played Five Nights at Minnie's. It's Five Nights at Freddy's! Hey Koragi, I'm working, just saying hi. Hello Alice! Have a good day at work! Ganbatte! You can do it! Fight though! On! Fight the on! Yay! I like when people come in and say hi, it's nice. I almost never do it myself though. Sometimes I see awkward streaming and I'm like, okay, time to lurk. And then I'll talk to her later and I'll try to like bring up something that happened on the stream so that she knows I was there but I didn't have to chat. It's like the most roundabout way ever. You can just say hi, you know? You can just go in and say hi. You don't have to do this. But still. I get too embarrassed about it. Kraki's a lurker only DMs to the streamers. I'm actually the worst. Hey Ocker, I'm DMing you cause we're friends and I know you, so I can personally DM you and say I watched your stream and it was awesome. I like that part when you said that thing. No, there's nothing like that. You can practice saying hi with us. Oh, okay. Hi you guys. I guess hi you guys. It's totally like that. No way. My problem is, and I don't know if anyone ever thinks of it like this, but I feel, and this is just in my head, I'm like, if I talk in this chat, maybe some people will say, hi Koragi, and they'll try to talk to me in the chat, and I would feel bad because that would take attention away from the streamer. And I don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna watch, and I'm not gonna say anything unless there's like a way I can do it without picking up attention from other people. And that's why I have the partner thing turned off too, because I'm like, I don't know, I don't want this. Streamers chat here all the time though. And I know that and I don't feel that way about them, but I guess when it comes to me, I'm like, I feel bad, I suppose. Undercover boss vibes. No, it's not like that. Oi! I'm not saying anything about other people. I'm saying me personally, I feel this way. I'm like, oh, I don't want this kind of thing. No! You guys are gonna make me cry. I'm gonna feel really bad now. This is just what I meant about myself, not about other people. I'm for souls up when I say ham hayo. Hayo hayo. Then stop being silly, just say hi. It's not that easy, you know. It's not that easy. When Koragi talks in the drama stream, everyone gets distracted by her. You guys are terrible! Seriously, you're just the worst. I'm never gonna tell you anything ever again. Well, this was my personal thing. I didn't mean other people. I meant just me. I know it's stupid. I know it's stupid, but it's hard to break this feeling, I suppose. Do you trust in us? Ha, it's me, the worst. That sounds like a rapper name. Yeah, you're trying to cheer me up. The other streamer would be happy to see you in their chat. Yeah, but then in my head, I'm like, okay, if I talk in their chat, that means I need to stay for at least 30 minutes. Otherwise, it's gonna seem like I'm just coming in to say hi and then leaving. And that's fine with if it's a viewer, but it's not fine if it's me. That's in my head. So if I'm like, oh, I can't stay for that long, then I don't chat in the first place. Because I'm like, I cannot commit to staying long enough so that the streamer knows that I've been here and I'm here because I want to watch their stream, not because of anything else. Something like that. Does that make sense? That's called brainworms. I need some pesticide. Don't like me, just barge in to other person's place, start talking with everyone. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's why I don't start with hi, because what do you do with the hi? I say, and I'm like, I try to tell a funny joke. You know? I'm just too worried of a streamer, I suppose. The streamer cannot chat. The streamer doesn't know how to chat. Stevicus, thank you so much for 7 months. Thank you. Welcome. Arigato. I understand I probably worry about the same thing, but yeah, it's brainworms. Yes, that's all. Okay, maybe I should try to speak in one person's chat. Just this week. Just if I see Ocker or Todeke, I'll go in and I'll say hi. And then I'll say something relevant to the stream. I'm gonna do it just like that. She's gonna type in Germa's chat. Let's go! Rain Tyler wants chat. Dude, actually Tyler won. Okay, as someone who knows nothing about this guy, knowing the fact that he's like one of the top like 0 point something percent of chess players and League of Legends is like, it's mind blowing to me. Like, how do you, how, what? And he has a daughter too. He's like a dad and a streamer, and he's like one of the top players of League of Legends and chess. How do you do that? He's just built different. Exactly. It's quite impressive. I know nothing about this guy, right? The only thing I knew about him was that he spilled like food on his keyboard one time, and like he gets banned in League of Legends. But that's incredible. Like that's a human feat. I always saw his rage compilations. The chess thing came from left field, right? Like that's how I knew him too. I was like, oh, this is the guy that gets banned in League. And then you're telling me that he's like a 0 point something percent best chess player in the world? What? 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 I lurked in your chat for 3 months before I spoke because I wanted to make sure I made a good impression. I just kept putting it off over and over until I finally found the day, so I really get your reluctance. Ah, you're so sweet! Yes! Yes, this is the feeling that I felt. I was like, oh no, I want to say something good. I want to make sure it's good and all that. But you know what? I really like when you comment. And I feel really glad that you feel comfortable talking. Like, maybe you'll hear this from the other streamers, but I genuinely really like you guys a lot. Like, I think you're a really awesome chat to talk to. You know? I was watching like I was watching some videos of, I don't know, like other streamers, not VTubers, just streamers, like the really popular ones. And you know, sometimes I look in their chat and I'm like, oh, some of these comments, I don't know what they're trying to say. They're like talking in emojis. they're like, I don't know. Like I don't have a good example, but it's like I need a dictionary to like understand what they're trying to say. But like I feel like I can talk with you guys. And you know, it's nice, it's normal, you guys are good people. And I like having conversations with you. Forces chat. I have no idea who that is. I'm sorry, but I do not doubt you. It might be like something depending on like the average age of chatters in their chat. In my case, I just entered and the hype of seeing one of my favorite games overwrote your usual shyness. Exactly. I think I was that way with like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I remember I went to a random person's chat because I was like, "Whoa, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon! I love that game." And then afterwards, I was like, "Okay, now what? What do I say now?" I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna be quiet. Sometimes it's all you can do is post some emojis since chat scrolls so fast and the streamer will never be able to read it. It's, to me, I've seen ones that's like, how do I say it? It's like they say like 3 words and then I think it's an emote. And then they say like another 3 words and I think it's an emote, but like they don't have the emote enabled. I don't think they have like BTTV enabled or something. So like when you look on the chat, you just see someone talking and they're like, I really like that people shy, but that guy was Omega Lol, something something, and then something something something, and then like, and then I'm like, okay, I need to remember. So Omega Lol looks like this, and then the people shy looks like this. So I gotta like picture it in my mind palace, like try to figure out what they were trying to like make it look like, because otherwise it's just like a paragraph and then like random emotes in between. Here's 7TV to see the emotes. Yeah, I mean I'm like always on my phone like whenever I'm doing this, so like I don't see like what it's supposed to look like. I just see like I just see the giant paragraph that has like the emotes like listed as words. How do I? Is there like a copy pasta that just like has a bunch of Twitch chat something on it? Oh no, other copy pasta, so it's just like giant text. It's not ever like what I see. I don't know, you're just gonna have to trust me on this one. It's like it'll be like a normal sentence, but like sprinkled in between you'll see like Omega Lol. And I'm like, okay, I gotta remember Omega Lol, that's the emote, so I gotta picture as the emote. Mobile Twitch is really bad for modern Twitch chat. Yep. That's the experience of seeing it on mobile. You can't see like the, you know, those ones. Yep is also an emote. Yeah. I wish like I had an example to show you. I'm sorry. Just trust me. It was hard. It was hard to piece it together. Guys, using Twitch emotes while talking is kind of cringe. Haha, not very PogChamp of you. Kappa. Is this the Omega Lol? No, that's Lol. I was just going to uni. What's that? What's that one? Try hard. Studying Pepe laugh because my That's that one. Is that one Omega Law? No, that's Keck W. Keck W exams are upcoming. Come on, bro. I was in the Coggers train, kind of zoning out. What's that one? Is it sleep? Resident sleeper. When this guy walked up to me, weird champ. Not like this. He started talking about his life. Monk ass what face? Yeah. Like basically it was that. I was like, I need a dictionary. I'm like, what are they saying? I'm not a well-versed Twitch chatter viewer. I need like a couple years to know all of them. It's not worse than Zoom talk. Like to me, this is the Skippity Ohio yeah. Like I'm like, okay, give me a moment. I need to piece this together. And that's what I see in like in the popular chat sometimes. It's like that. And it's like, alright. The names get really wild for some, like one emoji's like, ooh yeah baby, that's what we're waiting for. What? What now? Less than an hour until Paper Mario. Eh? Really? Oh, but we didn't even start the crab game yet. Oh no. Oh no. Moist chair. Try speaking another language, maybe Portuguese, because I'll understand something. No entiendo Portugués, but no, pero español un poco hablo un poco español. Speaking my language now. Wow. Wow. I can only speak English. That's all I can do. I can pretend I can speak other languages for like 2 minutes before like I don't know what to say. Like I can say like the very basics. Not Japanese. Nihongo wa wakarimasen. What happens when you add the dash dot in? It's like I didn't understand. I could not understand. You're fluent in Japanese? Let's go! Sorry, bud. I only speak true 100% American. I'm American dog. The only words coming out of my mouth start with freedom and end with eagle. USA! Welsh dog? I guess corgis are British, but I don't speak British. Star would be like, I understood. You need to add more to say, I didn't understand. But what does deshta add? Not star, but deshta. It's like negative of the past tense. So it's like I didn't understand. You give deshta. Arimasen deshita. Yeah. Thoughts on what? What? Uh-oh. I mean, I got a nice school uniform. I like my school uniform. I don't know if I'd switch out for that one. I quite like this one. But yeah, anyways. You're not supposed to say wakaranakatta? Wakaranakatta? Man, what's all this? What's all this stuff? I only speak American. Alright, I try a little bit. Try a little bit to learn. I think I can only reliably sing in Japanese. I have no idea what I'm saying when I sing. I just copy like the way it sounds. Hey friend Paula, welcome. Oh, hola, preciosa. Oh, muchas gracias. Thank you. Ah, now we're getting multilingual here. I seriously thought you were Japanese or Japanese American. Is that so? I'm a Koragi dog. I'm Koragi American. American Koragi. Try saying. I'm not gonna say anything without knowing what it means. Sorry. That's not happening again. This world is too evil. It's a dish? Ah, it's like a food or something? Is it your favorite food? I thought she was a Spanish speaker cause American cop using like gordito or papitas. That's cause I know a bit of Spanish, just a bit from school. Just about as much, a little, maybe a bit more than I know Japanese. Yeah. A dish best served cold. Huh. Is that so? Okay, well, I give you the cold shoulder then. Huh. Yeah, American high school Spanish. I actually paid attention in it though, so like... I know a bit more than the average high schooler. Try saying this Japanese tongue twister. Otoko no ko no kokoro no koto wa kokoro eta. Otoko no ko no kokoro no koto wa kokoro oreta. Am I saying it right? Otoko no ko no kokoro no koto wa kokoro oreta. Kokoro eta. Otoko no ko no kokoro no koto wa kokoro oreta. Kokoro oreta? Kokoro oreta? I said it right. Can't be beat! I'm the king of tongue twisters! What can I say? I win. I win at most tongue twisters. Google otoko no ko? Male daughter. I see. I see. What about a Spanish one? Tres tristes tigres tragaban? Is it tragaban? Is there a ga sound? Tres tristes tigres tragaban trigo en un triga. Tres tristes tigres tragaban trigo en un triga. I'm the best at English tongue twisters, of course, because that's my language that I can speak. I'm not so great with other languages. Tres tristes tigres tragaban trigo en un triga. Okay, one more for the road. English tongue twister. I know some by heart. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put the batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So 'twas better, batter, butter. Ah! I messed up on that one. haven't practiced this one. Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make the batter better. So 'twas better Betty bought a bit of better batter. Better butter. Ah. Beagle, 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 beagle. My rap dog capabilities are actually amazing. Is that so? It's just a practice. Just some practice. You can do it too. You just need to practice it. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? You would chuck your wood as much as you could to chuck on how much wood. The woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. I have never heard the full-length version of this before. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That's all I heard before. Toy boat? Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Was it 5 times? Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Say silk? Silk, 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 silk. Oratoroeo aropa dore de Roma. What do cows drink? Water. She's too smart. Look, I was on guard because you told me to answer quickly. I was like, what's the catch? Cows drink milk. Calves drink milk. Wait, cows drink water. Calves drink milk. Little baby cows. Technically speaking, cows do drink milk when they are babies too. Yeah, baby cow, calf. Baby cow, calf. Okay, we gotta play at least a little bit of the crab game. Otherwise, this is false advertisement. It's been fun, but right, let's play. I'm back. I'm crab dance today. I've got business. Got lots of people to talk to. I'm just kidding. Oh, I love your shell, little cutie. Yeah, I'm just not gonna read it. Hopefully you guys read about as fast as I do. I can actually read faster than that. I just slowed down intentionally. The band is breaking up. Oh no. Humble brag? No, it's actually not good. It's like a humble insult. I told you guys, I just scan the text. And half the time, I read incorrectly. It's not good. Gotta climb up this lady's leg. Alright, gotta make my way to get treasure. Treasure, here I come. Is it this way? Ah, here it is. What? Wait, there's a thing here? Oh. I could have just warped. Weren't you back there? Which way was it? They're trying to tell me to go like a certain area to get to the Oh. Got no idea. Was it here? It was by the museum or something. Oh, the compass. I have no idea how to use this. I think I'm going the right way though. Hello. This game is epic, but it makes you sad. Kinda makes me feel, yeah. It's cute, all the like giant objects, but the idea of like crabs worshipping junk being thrown in the ocean is kind of depressing. Anything to say? So true. Alright, this place is actually terrible. There's like a big mean bully crab that kills me every time. If I'm lucky, I won't run into him before I get a shell, but... Yep, knew it. I knew it! What do you want from me? Go away! I can't fight you right now! How are you over here too? Okay, okay. No, you have... Oh, okay. Yes. I have to go through the rings. I can make it to this one, but then... Ah! No! Use a speedrunner strat. Speedrunner strat to get rid of the big crab. What is that? Speedrunner strat? Just run away. I want to have a fair battle with this guy. Okay, here's ring number 1. Any attempts to get to ring number 2 is foiled usually. Drunken Claw Shards. Probiotic. So really tiny shell. Jeez. Lure him to the edge and make him jump off. No, I want a fair fight. I just wish he wouldn't show up at like the worst possible moments. Darn it. I thought I could like... No, man. I thought I could try to parry him. You know, the greatest thing about losing it all is that there's nothing left to lose. I have no money, no shell. I'm chilling, bro. Sad. Do not pity me. I'm happier than most. Alright, come at me. Ah, he swipes twice. 1, 2, 5, yeah. Give me. There's the next one. The rings. Darn. Okay, I hate the shot glass. Go learning run. I won't be defeated this time. Remember the mission. I want my red solo cup back. Oh, there it is. Deathless from here on out. Deathless Koragi. Exactly. Gotta be more aggressive. I think that's my problem. Okay, come here, you fish. Come here, you bloodthirsty fish. You wanna fight? Honor has been restored. cup? Do I like the cup? Or do I like the sauce nozzle? No. Grab my stuff. I have nothing. That's I think. Oh, 7. Wait. Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought I had nothing on there. Oh, the soda can! I love the soda. Okay, couple enemies in the way. Oh! Wrong button. No! This is like the worst possible timing! Oh my god. I popped off my shell. I meant to charge my attack. Don't worry, it's a walk in the park to get it out back. Don't worry. Very easy. Are you fighting them all anyways? I don't know. That's what I do. I fight. Alright. Give it back. Give me back my honor. To the rings! Ha! Ha, good luck getting me here. Okay. I see the next ring. Two spider crabs. They're crabs, not spiders. 2 crabs in the way. Coast is clear. Oh god. I want it. Go, 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 go! Ah. I gotta kill that guy someday. We can't just have him running around like this. It's terrifying. You learn a new trick that does it easy. Is it the spear? Spear attack? First order of business is finding a bonfire. Moon snail. Oh wow, a moon snail. Surely there won't be anything in my way. Oh, maybe there really won't be. Hello. You again, vagabond. I am pleased you survived. Oh, I barely recognized you. You're the guard from Slacktide, right? Nice hat. Indeed, Chitan is my name, however I've shed my tide. That's foolish to pledge my sword to a lord so easily swayed by greed. You understand, don't you, the consequences of the fall of Slagtide? No one to guard the bridge? Far more serious, vagabond. What annihilates Slagtide was an infection. At first I thought it was a pollution of the body, and I suspect it stems from the mind. But godless, I believe it was the Duchess's greed that invited it into her hands. Until those like her annihilated, the infection will spread and spread and spread. For this purpose, I have arrived at this grove. What happened to all these crabs here? Yay! Is that a giant olive? What is that? It's shiny, but I can't interact with it. Okay. Vitality or attack? Dude, if no one stops me, I'll put it in attack. Attack it is. Res, power, res. I'll attack. Full attack. Okay, attack. Unlimited power! Seems you guys are in agreement with me. And I think we can get the perk thing that we wanted here too. Give me a moment. Gotta teleport. Was it 30 or was it 60? Hopefully it was 30. No, it was 60. Okay, well, we're not that far away. Can get that. Sands between. This is a very dangerous area. There's killer crabs wearing olives. Hopefully, if I can wear it. That looks shiny to you, right? What? It's just a set piece. Eggshell. Plus 10 magic. Is that magic? Grant your shell invincibility from the next 3 hits it blocks. Oh, that's kinda cool. There's a hook. Mason jar. It adds attack, defense. Cool. I guess the eggshell might be better. Oops. The mason jar. The numbers mason jar. What do they mean? Oh, golden dra! No, I fell. Okay, I guess I'm gonna use this. This will be my weapon of choice. Oi! Okay, there's definitely gotta be enemies here. Huh? What is this? Summons retaliatory glass shard that lasts for as long as you continue to block. Spiky crab. I always use the square button because I'm used to that one being attack. Oh, hello. Hey, look who it is. Honestly thought you might have died in the sands between, you know? No way, I'm pretty strong. I like your confidence, pal. At the very least, you made it this far. But stuff's gonna get rougher from here, you know? The Grove used to be a real chill place, full of lovable country bumpkins. Real solid sea type. Anyone who gets the papers know what happens here by now. Just 10 or 20 tides ago, a bunch of them went totally nuts. Foaming at the mouth, saying all kinds of wild stuff. Wow. That seems really bad. What can you do? Didn't we just have a moon snail not even that far ago? Maybe a lot of people die here. Expired Grove. Be super careful. Enemies could be anywhere. Like there. There's an evil crab inside there. Thank you. I quite like the mason jar. How do I get up there? It's got a rubber band! Purple eyes. We like purple eyes. Purple eyes means we can upgrade our skills. We gotta reach 60. another purple eyes over there. Up there. It's gotten kind of creepy. Ah. Gonna do the parry skill after this one? Maybe. Yeah, probably. Well, I already know what this is. Guess I sold all of them, so it triggered it again. The little crab yell. He wants me dead. Ow! No! You jerk! Fine. There's so many archers here. What the heck? Ice cream. Jerk. These guys are ganging up together. They've got arrows, it's not fair. Why can't I have arrows? I love arrows. I knew there'd be a guy hiding behind. Okay. Just need some room to land. No! Darn it. I don't have to kill him, I guess. Oh no. Sparing your enemies. I'm afraid. I can't quite reach the platform he's on. Oh. Looks dangerous. What's this power do? Freeze the water around you, slowing your enemies. What's this do? Risky technique, attack for brave, but worsens your dodge roll, dulls your senses. That sounds awful. Okay, let's get him. Yeah! Wrong button again! Run away! Okay, I got him now. No. Well, we got a pretty good one. Attacks deal 20% balance damage. Not sure what that is. No. I gotta get back to the moon snail. Yeah. A stun damage. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Prevention. Should probably start putting some into rest. Or was it vitality? Do you want to avoid any one-hit KOs? Exactly. Everybody watch out. I'm really strong now. I'm gonna get you. Uh-oh. There's another one. Ah! What the heck? Hey! That's not fair! That's not fair, right? Are you shooting those foam dinosaur things? I think they're shooting like... I think it's the little sponges that grow in water and they're like shaped like different animals. Oh my god. If I didn't have that, maybe I would have died. Good thing we got some rest. What is this? The cube. If you had more attack, you would kill him faster. Well, true. Can't argue with that. Oh my god. Get me out of here! What is that? No! Ouch. Diseased Lichenthrope. One swipe is enough to take half my health. Two swipes. Two swipes is 2 halves of my health. What? Okay, it spawns babies. Stop! No more babies! I got lucky earlier. You can't kill a single mother and her babies. I mean, I'm not sure if it's babies or it's coughing up like tapeworm parasites that it has. I can't like target them, the babies, I mean. It only goes on the boss. Why can't I target the babies? Did they forget? Oh! Okay. Thank you. I can't get anywhere near him. It's really tough. Oh no. Dang. There's a pretty big windup for the swing. Yup. He's got a big range too. Gotta attack more. Yeah. Eat it, eat it, eat it. No! Darn. Closer. No, 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 no. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. It lets me out so gently. Yeah. Darn it. I thought that would stun him or something. Huh? What happened? No, 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 no! He ate a baby? How does that heal him? That came out of him, right? I missed the dodge. getting gunk. Okay, a bit more. Just a bit more, you can do it. Here comes a baby. It's too early. Here. Yes, one more hit. Yay! We did it! The summoner has glass. Oh, it's because our attack is 7. Machi machi. We got chum, small friendly fish, willing to come to companion. Need 20 vitality for it. Oh. Hmm? That was all of my heals too. That was awesome. He was like super low health, and I was like, "Come on, I gotta do it before I die from poison." Come on, come on. That's what it felt like. I was like, "Ba-cham, ba-cham, ba-cham, ba-cham." You know? Okay, I had to use the bathroom because I was holding it in the entire fight. Okay, bye, 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 bye. Okay, I'm back, and I got Pepel Mario on the ready. So, I want to save if it's possible. There's like so many enemies here though. I think I'd cry if I had to restart. It auto-saves? Oh, okay. I wonder, should I just keep pushing forward then? Hey, one of his babies is still here! Soda can, my beloved. Destroy his whole line. We cannot have any more of these guys. Was it here that he was standing at? Hello? Wow! Don't talk to me. I'm just a bush. This looks insane. Okay. Climb this. And then what? I hate sea urchins. Don't cry. I am just a bush. Exactly. You read my mind. Ah! Noise. There. Da 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 dan da dan. Have you ever tried eating a sea urchin? I actually have. It is very good. Like, it's super good, but it's very expensive. I did it just to know what it tastes like. I mean, it's not very expensive, but it's pretty expensive for how much food you get out of it. No. It's good though. Oh, I can up. Oh, I can do twice. Okay, maybe we should start getting more vitality or something. Actually, we probably should go back to town and buy the extra potion, I think. Let's do that first. Back to town. I think up in the city outskirts there's like someone who sells it, right? The guy. The shrimp guy. Another potion. Oh, he went. Maybe he went back down. As expected at the Boing Boing Princess. It's good. It's like really creamy. I don't know if that like sells it to you. It's like a creamy texture. I wanna just get a few things before I turn off the game and play Peppa Mario. So a recycling bin. Whoa, 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 steady on. No one steps further, mate. You're gonna want to keep your distance. How come? How come? Your eyes are full of sediment, mate. Can't you see what I am? I'm the type of guy who hurts everyone I touch, mate. Oh, that can't possibly be true. I bet you just haven't found the right person to show your affection to yet. I could give you a hug. Maybe that'd help you open up. Well, shall, mate. You're an odd one. Take my advice and leave me be, Savvy. Just a guy. Poor little sea urchin. Can never receive hugs. You're a Koragi, but you have the soul of a crab. You know, that makes sense. I mean, Cancer is my star sign. That's a crab, right? Oi! Used to live near the grove, you know. Got out of that hick town before things went belly up around there. Okay, I want your heart kelp. This means an extra potion, right? Not just like one healing item. I think it's gotta be. There we go. Now we can heal 5 times. We're not quite done yet either. There's also the last upgrade I want to get. Teleport. We can get our final thing! Yay! So, this lets me, once per rest, your shell regenerates immediately upon breaking. That's like free money or something. Yeah! Existence forms a perfect spiral. All things enter this world at spiral's edge and must one day reach its center, turning to nothingness and allowing others to be born. To know this is painful, perhaps it is the ultimate tragedy. Even so, the spiral is a core truth of this world that must absolutely never be undone. Lest we send ourselves plummeting to its center, all at once. Yep, shell. I am gonna abuse this very badly. Okay, the rest of the upgrades, I guess this is going to be like attack focused? Let's check it out. Out in the open ocean, many creatures must take of another body in order to survive. The hermit crab has taken life many times already, but as his story escalates, so too must the violence. Press R1 while sprinting to perform a rapid lunging attack. Now we can go this route. We can go this route. Hold R1 in the air to perform a powerful plunging attack downwards. Well, that's kinda cool. Scrap hammer using a charged attack on the shell sticks. On a shell sticks it to the end of your fork, turning it into a powerful hammer. You may also press down to do the same with your equipped shell. Oh, that's interesting. Dispatch. Press R1 near a capsized enemy to attack their weak point for massive damage. Oh, that's awesome. Spearfishing. Press L2 to throw your fork at enemies to reel them in. The cost of a barbed hook. Oh, that's where that comes in, huh? Large enemies will put up a fight. Increase your... Oh, okay. Wave breaker. Press R1 while aiming your spear at an enemy to grapple to them instead, using your momentum to deal a powerful blow. I guess this is kinda cool. I like this. I like plunge, I like hammer, I like dispatch, I like all those. I wonder what these are like though. Super fast dash attack. When your shell breaks, it'll immediately generate good as new. Careful, Kintsugi only works once per rest. Oh. I mean, I guess that also gives time during the animation, too. How often am I gonna do this? Okay, I guess that's everything I wanted to do. For now, we can play Paper Mario. I'll be right back. Da, 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 da.